to the LBL from Oklahoma, and I ended up getting in late. The sun was actually going down as I stumbled across my first makeshift campsite. I was grateful to have it. It was at this point that I began to get the heebie-jeebies. I can't really understand why, but I eventually ended up turning around and going back to camp. I did not hear the sounds that you're about to hear. I have no idea what they were, and I did not find them till I reviewed the footage. If you have any idea what these sounds are, let me know in the comments. Well, this place does live up to its reputation. This place has an eerie feeling about it. Starting to think perhaps it wasn't intelligent to come out here alone. I know that there's nothing to fear out here. It's kind of one of those things, you know. Greater is the one that lives inside of me than any beast of the woods or field. That's kind of a hybrid, half-breed. There's that crazy bird. Whippoorwill, I think. These things are loud. But anyway, that's not in the Bible. That's just something I took a little something and mixed it up. But still true. Very true. Well, I did survive the night, although I didn't sleep very good. And now it's time to get busy with the most important meal of the day. A little tactical squatch, Black Rifle coffee. Good stuff. I really can't function without it. I always tell people that this Black Rifle coffee is the best coffee I've ever had, black. Do yourself a favor and try this Tactical Squatch coffee, but try it black. Almost look like a gifting station. Almost looks like an arch. Almost looks like something was laying there. Oh, look at this. This is like a, this is one of those places where when you have a boat, you'll beach and make a campfire. This is nice. This also looks like a good place to look for tracks. If I was ever going to find my big canine track, it would be here at the LBL, right? I don't see anyone. Somebody was kind. Alright, well, a good clickbait YouTuber would say, oh, look at these arches. But unfortunately, I'm not that. There's a tree that's fallen. As it fell, it pulled these arches over, or these trees. I'm a little skeptical of this part, because it doesn't look like these branches from here could have reached over to here to pull this over. So perhaps this was already like this. I don't know, it's hard to say. But as you can see, that tree looks like it split and fell. And then drug those two trees over with it and leaned this one over. There's a couple over there, a couple others. And you end up with what looks like a tree structure of sorts. Now, over here is a little bit of a curiosity. Now, a person might overlook something like that, but what caused it to bend? There's nothing over here. Was it? Yeah, it's not attached at all. So, anyway, maybe years ago something fell and knocked this on. Couldn't be too many years. I mean, it's pretty young, but you get the drift. But there's no sign that this was Sasquatch related either. It doesn't appear to be tied down or anything. I have found tied down trees before. Shockingly enough, that was at the family farm. But that's kind of rare and unusual. Alright, I'm almost back to the vehicle. Here's a little casual quick view of what the woods look like at the LBL. As you can see, they're pretty thick. Okay, we are at the Nickel Family Cemetery. We're gonna go look around. It's very beautiful. It's very peaceful. We're going to basically walk around the outskirts. Well, here on the north end, looks like armadillos have been in here. Here on the north end, just about anything could cross through here. Even a fat boy like me could get through that. I am looking for tracks. We got pecan trees. That's very nice. Oh. Well, that's a full-blown trail. Well, unfortunately, I didn't find any signs of cryptid activity. I didn't even get any funny feelings here. Okay, this place is beautiful and creepy at the same time. I don't know if this is the right spot, but I know what I'm looking for. Let's go find out. Big tree. It's fallen. It's weird. We don't have that at home. Another tree. It's knocked over here at this point. You know, even if there's a ridge line up there where I could be watched, even if I'm just out here chasing my tail, this place is gorgeous. It is very gorgeous. You guys, sometimes we watch behind me. What do you think it is over there? There is a creek here, or a dry wash. those trail markers look old. And the road ends here. And I think we're looking at a spring. Let's see if I can get some. Yeah, that's a spring. See how the water's coming out of it? Wow. I'll have to look on my map, see if I can figure out which spring it is. I noticed on a map that I have, there's several of them. And a lot of them have names, but that's interesting. So let's talk about springs and the possibility of cryptids utilizing springs. I don't know if a Bigfoot or a Dogman or another cryptid could end up with giardia, or the beaver fever, if you know what that is. Apparently, prior to just recently in history, everybody had giardia. Everybody basically lived with diarrhea on a daily basis because they got their water from bad places. So springs were in hot commodity, and it was a long time before they figured out what the deal was. But a spring is a pure source of water. Sometimes it tastes funny, sometimes it doesn't. The springs we had on my grandparents' farm when I was a kid, I used to drink that water all the time. That was some of the best water I ever drank. And this one is obviously not flowing that well, but if you was to get down there with a shovel and dig it up a little bit, it might free it up. But my point is this: what if they seek out places like this too to get their water from? And if you had let's just say a spring that had a lot more flow to it, maybe, you know, the water would be nice and cool coming out. Is it possible that maybe these nice cold spring areas is where they spend the heat of the day, try to relax and cool off? That wasn't uncommon for humans to do that kind of thing up until the invention of air conditioning. And so it kind of makes sense that you know, this could be a potential place where the Sasquatch people might hang out during the day. Of course, dogmen, they're so tough they don't need it, right? I don't know. All I know is this place is beautiful. I'm thankful just to be here. You know, maybe that marker is marking the spring. I don't know. Very cool though. Okay. Maybe my imagination, but I just heard something up on the hill behind me. And could have been nothing. Could have been something. But I thought that it might be prudent to record as the hell was that? I know I'm a little far from Oklahoma, but I've never heard anything like that. That was weird. Time to get back to the vehicle. Whatever it wasn't far away. Sounds like it's coming from back that way, which would be to the north. Am I losing my mind? Boy, my cars never look so good. Now I have no idea what that noise was. It sounded like some kind of roaring, but it didn't sound right. If you have any idea what that was, let me know in the comments. Wow. So finding the actual massacre site at the LBL is really a daunting task. I've been driving around looking and I was hungry, so I decided that I would try to find a good place to sit down and eat some lunch and consult with my maps. So, looking for more guidance. Had to stop for a minute, gonna look at some maps. I was starving, so needed some breakfast. This is what you call breakfast on the go. Trying to figure out where to go look. I got my two maps here, and I got this nice map that the nice ladies at Hillman Ferry gave me. Although that will probably be the last time I go to Hillman Ferry because it's a little too cush for me. It's more like an RV park, resort or something. I don't know. So I am here at Star Camp. I just drove all the way down through here. That was a really pretty drive. And I think I drove partially down this road. I turned my nose up at this one. This one looks like it'd be pretty rough. Might need four-wheel drive. I don't know. You can tell I'm right by this road, huh? So, I drove way back in here. Now this is a gate that I'm very interested in for potential site of where the 1982 murders happened, or killings. I'm going to go back up here and check. I just drove by this, but there was some forestry workers there, and it's not that I'm doing anything against the law. It's just that I would rather go when they're not there, and I'll wait. But I think there might be something up in here. This could be the creek in question. Well, it looks like there's another gate right here. If I go back, yeah, maybe I'll go that way. Aha. Okay. I'm learning things. See, that's what maps are good for. Now, the general synopsis is that this campsite was somewhere in this area. We'll find out. We'll get to the bottom of this. May come down here, swoop down this road, hike and bike. This could be a pretty interesting hike, maybe at night. Don't know. We're getting there. We're going to find it. We're going to find it. So, I drove down here, over here kind of by Moss Creek. And right here is a road and a gate. A gate that looks very similar to the gate in question. The problem is this whole area has been hit by the logging crews. And it was a mess. And it looked like there used to be, you know, a concrete road that went in right there. But it was a mess. I may go back there because that may be where we're talking about. I mean, we've got this brown spring here, spring fed. I mean, this, if, you know, that could be it. That area could be it. I just don't know. We'll keep looking though. Oh, and do me a favor. Please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell.